Bram Stoker's Dracula, published in 1897, is widely regarded as one of the most influential works of Gothic horror in English literature. Its enduring appeal lies not only in its chilling narrative but also in its rich exploration of themes such as fear, sexuality, and the clash between ancient traditions and modernity. Through its innovative use of an epistolary format, combining letters, diary entries, and newspaper articles, Stoker crafts a story that feels intimate yet vast, grounded yet otherworldly. This masterpiece continues to resonate with audiences over a century after its publication, cementing its place as a cornerstone of both literature and popular culture. The novel's origins trace back to the 1890s, a time of profound societal change. Stoker, an Irish author, spent years researching European folklore, Transylvanian myths, and vampire legends to construct his narrative. His meticulous preparation included compiling over 100 pages of notes, drawing from historical sources, and even incorporating geographic details from maps of Eastern Europe. Contrary to popular belief, Dracula was not directly inspired by the infamous historical figures Vlad the Impaler or Countess Elizabeth Bathory, though both are often associated with vampiric lore. Stoker discovered the name Dracula in a Whitby public library during a holiday, believing it to mean devil in Romanian. This fusion of meticulous research and creative liberty gave rise to a story that felt both authentic and fantastical. The plot begins with Jonathan Harker, a young solicitor, traveling to Transylvania to assist a mysterious nobleman, Count Dracula, in purchasing an estate in England. Harker's initial impressions of the Count's castle, a desolate and forbidding fortress in the Carpathian Mountains, set the tone for the unfolding horror. Soon, Harker realizes that Dracula is no ordinary man but a vampire, a being that feeds on human blood and possesses otherworldly powers. Trapped in the castle and tormented by 3 vampiric women, Harker narrowly escapes. Meanwhile, Dracula, concealed within boxes of his native Earth, sails to England aboard the ill-fated ship Demeter. Upon arriving in the coastal town of Whitby, he unleashes a reign of terror. In Whitby, Dracula targets Lucy Westenra, a vibrant young woman engaged to Arthur Holmwood. Despite the efforts of Lucy's suitors, Arthur, Dr. John Seward, and the American Quincy Morris, and the intervention of Professor Abraham Van Helsing, Lucy succumbs to Dracula's influence. Her transformation into a vampire serves as one of the novel's most tragic and horrifying moments. Lucy's former allies are forced to destroy her undead form in a poignant yet gruesome sequence, solidifying their resolve to defeat Dracula and prevent further suffering. The story gains momentum as the group, now including Harker and his wife Mina, joins forces to track and eliminate Dracula. Mina, who becomes a victim of Dracula's attacks, develops a psychic connection to the vampire, which Van Helsing uses to trace his movements. The hunt spans from England back to Transylvania, culminating in a dramatic final confrontation. With Mina's curse hanging in the balance, the group successfully destroys Dracula, freeing her and vanquishing the ancient evil. The characters of Dracula are as compelling as the narrative itself, each contributing to the novel's exploration of fear and resilience. Count Dracula epitomizes the other, an invader whose predatory nature and foreign origins threaten Victorian societal norms. His charisma and menace make him both a fascinating and terrifying antagonist. Jonathan Harker, in contrast, represents rationality and modernity, his journey symbolizing the limits of human reason when faced with the supernatural. Mina Murray, Harker's wife, embodies Victorian ideals of womanhood, intelligent, virtuous, and resilient, while also challenging traditional gender roles through her active role in the fight against Dracula. Professor Abraham Van Helsing, the novel's moral and intellectual anchor, blends scientific expertise with deep religious faith, embodying the intersection of modernity and tradition. Lucy Westenra, whose tragic fate underscores the dangers of unrestrained desire, and Renfield, whose madness mirrors Dracula's own parasitic nature, round out a cast that reflects the fears and complexities of their time. At its core, Dracula is a study in contrasts. The novel juxtaposes modernity with tradition, science with superstition, and order with chaos. This tension is evident in the characters' reliance on cutting-edge technologies like typewriters and blood transfusions, even as they wield crucifixes and garlic as weapons against ancient evil. Vampirism itself serves as a rich metaphor, symbolizing everything from unchecked desire to societal decay. The act of drinking blood carries both sensual and horrifying connotations, challenging Victorian taboos surrounding sexuality and morality. The novel's exploration of these themes has made it a fertile ground for scholarly analysis. Over the decades, academics have examined Dracula through various lenses, including psychoanalysis, feminist theory, and post-colonial studies. The Count's foreignness, for instance, has been interpreted as a reflection of Victorian anxieties about immigration and cultural invasion, while the role of women in the novel invites discussions about gender dynamics and societal expectations. Since its publication, Dracula has inspired a vast array of adaptations and reinterpretations, each contributing to the vampire mythos. The unauthorized 1922 German film Nosferatu introduced visual elements, such as Dracula's elongated shadow and grotesque appearance, that remain iconic. Bela Lugosi's portrayal of the Count in Universal Pictures' Dracula, 1931, defined the character's suave, hypnotic persona, while Christopher Lee's performances in Hammer film series brought a new level of menace and intensity. More recently, Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1992, sought to delve deeper into the Count's tragic and romantic dimensions, adding layers to his character. Beyond film, Dracula has permeated virtually every form of media, from television and theater to video games and graphic novels. The character has evolved to reflect changing societal fears and interests, proving his adaptability and enduring relevance. At the same time, the novel's influence on vampire fiction as a genre is immeasurable. Works like Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles and Stephen King's Salem's Lot owe a clear debt to Stoker's creation, as do countless other portrayals of vampires in popular culture. One of Dracula's most remarkable achievements is its ability to remain both a product of its time and a timeless story. While deeply rooted in the anxieties of the Victorian era, its themes of fear, desire, and the battle between good and evil continue to resonate. Its characters, from the predatory Count to the virtuous Mina, have become archetypes, and its narrative structure, blending personal accounts with broader societal implications, feels as innovative today as it did over a century ago.